Yes, cyber friends, this is Mitty Man again coming at you from Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. And mind you, it has been one day to remember. Had good church service today. The word was preached. Reverend Brady McSwain became the pastor of my full Sunday church in Mount Calvary and Missionary Baptist Church. And what a dynamic sermon he did preach today. And he came from the book of 2 Chronicles, 20th chapter. And he started, I'm gonna read what he read, where he took the day's text from, and then I'm gonna elaborate a little bit, because people, we're living in some real, as the old people used to say, tedious time. Meant dangerous time, very treacherous. It seems that everybody got a problem. Look like it's mainly because of Satan. People don't understand, and they're looking for answers, and the answers not coming to them what they say quick enough. But I want to read what the pastor came from today. 2 Chronicles, 20th chapter, starting at the 12th verse. It said, O our God, wilt thou not judge them? For we have no might against this great company that cometh against us, neither know we what to do. But our eyes are upon thee. And all Judah stood before the Lord with their little ones, their wives, and their children. Then upon Jahaziel, the son of Zechariah, the son of Benaniah, the son of Jeiel, the son of Mattaniah, a Levite of the son of Asaph, came the Spirit of the Lord in the midst of the congregation. And he said, Hearken ye all Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem, and thou king of Jehoshaphat. Thus said the Lord unto you, Be not afraid nor dismayed by reason of this great company and multitude. For the battle is not yours, but God. Tomorrow go ye down against them, and behold, they come by the cliff of Ziz, and ye shall find them at the end of the brook, before the wilderness of Jeriel. You shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord with you. O Judah and Jerusalem, fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. May God add a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his holy word. This is where Reverend Brady McSwain took his text from today. He said, the battle is not yours. It's not your fight. Sometimes you feel like we're surrounded on every side. And I'm not here to tell you that it's no bed of roses. It's real hard to deal with some people. It takes everything you got and then some. And you better pray. You better be praying the whole time to deal with certain people. Some people are naturally hell raisers. That's the best. That's the only way. That's the best I know how to put it. Some people are just naturally hell raisers. They are naturally negative. They are natural. I mean, they're just their nature to be contrary, it seems. But here, when they came together, this is when these here people were the Ammonites and everything were coming in, Moab were coming against Judah and Jerusalem, the children of God, Israelites. And it was a great company. And also, if you read the text further, it tells us that Jehoshaphat was instructed to put singers ahead of the army. In other words, put some praise in it. And the singers went before, and they went singing, and didn't even know, not one man had to draw a sword. It confused them. God had them fighting each other. That's what God will do for us if we just will stand still. But see, we so busy trying to do what God only can do. We keep our hands on something. We said we're going to give it to God, but then we keep our hands on it. Well, see, you're defeating the purpose because, see, as long as my hands are on it, God is not going to touch it because God is perfect. And see, I might make a mess, and God is not going to be a part of my mess. So if we say we turn things over to God, the battle is not yours. So why don't we just go and do what God say and leave it alone? And in these days and time, people, and I must hurry on. In these days and time, we are living in now, it's just like everyone wants their own way. I mean, it seems that you can do nothing for people anymore. Nothing. It's always something wrong. Never satisfied. But you know what? Even that was spoken of in this word. In the last days, men will become lovers of themselves. And when he said men, it includes the whole human race. That's what he means by man. The whole human race. That's women and men. Boys and girls alike. People are insatiable, are never satisfied. Always looking for fault. Yes, I realize there's a lot of fault. And there's a lot of things that are wrong in our churches, in our homes, in the streets. But turn it over to Jesus. A song said, turn it over to Jesus. He'll work it out. In other words, the man said, this battle is not yours, but it's God. People coming up against you. It's not so much that they coming up against you, it's that what you believe, your belief system is what they coming against. See, people, some folk never satisfied because they are miserable, they want everybody else miserable. Because they ain't involved in nothing, they don't want you involved in nothing. They stuck in the mud and they want you stuck there too. Some people just like that. But it's like, you ought not to be, if you can't help a thing, don't try to hurt it. And just because you may not understand why a thing is, that don't mean that it got to be like you think. We always trying to figure something out. And then talk about, you got people in the church, they want to kill your program. Talk about, let me go, brother pastor, and study this. No, they just going to kill your program because they going to sit on it. They can't make nothing out of it when you give it to them. But they just there in the way. Some people just in the way, period. They ain't going to lead, they ain't going to follow, but they just in the way. This is what hindering the growth of the kingdom. That's the main objective, is to build and upbuild the kingdom of God. However you can do it. Jesus said, God was going to add to the church. He'll do that. It ain't none of my job. Just do what he asks you to do. We won't do that, but we busy and everything else. Won't you just do what he asks you to do? But you so busy trying to do that over there and trying to take care of this person's business. Trying to take care of, if you're on the usher board, you ain't got no business worrying about what they're doing on the deacon board. Or in the choir. You're an usher, you do what you're supposed to do, you mind your business. Everybody needs to stay in their own lane. But we won't do that. That's what Paul told Titus. He said, it's a lot of things that was wanting in the body. A lot of things were wanting. He said, I want you to go there and set in order the things that are lacking, the things that are missing. In other words, there are so many things that are missing, and I must hurry on in these last few minutes, out of seconds, I'm going to say there are a lot of things that are missing people in our churches. But those of us who are called according to God's will and his purpose, we should take our gifts and talents and things and use them to put that back in there what's missing. And a lot of time a whole lot of time we have very little resources to work with. And you can't find people to do too much of anything but complain and find fault. But them the one never going to do anything. If we could find as many folk willing to do something and work and put forth the effort, as much as they criticize, it wouldn't be no problem. That's just the lowdown true talk, people. I mean, that's just the lowdown of it all. This is Mitty Man saying peace and goodbye.